Hi everybody, welcome to this qualifying round playthrough for Pro Division of the City Park 9-Hole Cup. Before we get started, very warm welcome if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on the video if you like the content. And please do consider becoming a subscriber, it is totally free. We're going to talk you through all my shots and adjustments for each of the 9 holes. I'm going to show you 2 options for hole number 1. You can pick which one suits you the best. Difficult hole this one, it's very inconsistent. I'm going with the Grizzly here for the ball guide and the accuracy. Going with some backspin and side spin to the right. I want to offset the ball guide here so that it is pointing right of pin because we have a wind coming in from the right to the left. Adjustment here is mid distance plus 10% elevation. Medium distance plus 10% elevation. As you can see, we do adjust on a very bumpy fairway there, so it's difficult to get a consistent place. Sadly here, I do hit a minor great left, so that catches more of the slope, which then sends the ball to the right. So just bear that in mind, because there is a little kick there with the great ball either side. The alternate is you go with the Guardian here, and this is with a Marlin. And we're playing from complete minimum distance. Max backspin, second bounce just where the green turns to the fringe. Then we're going to adjust here, minimum distance plus 10% elevation. Min plus 10. Certain wind angles, this will leave you on the minimum distance line. It all depends how much tailwind element you've got on the adjust. And that is going to be a bit of a variable on this one. We do hit perfect and the backspin will grab pretty nicely, but just come in a little bit high, so maybe we could have pulled back a smidgen on that one. But you've got 2 choices there. Hole number 2, very awkward par 4. I'm just going to show you a very safe route here for a birdie. Going with 3 bar topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Bear in mind there is a small risk of a glitch roll here. If you are worried about that, reduce the topspin. Stretch out, red ring touching the rough on the left with the extra mile level 7. Like I say, if you want to be cautious, go with 2 to 2.5 bar of topspin instead. We do have room on the wood club, you'll see next. Max plus 10 is the adjustment, then I'm pushing up to max because I was stretching out to find my position there. Half a ball of curl to the left. Bounces there nicely and we don't get a glitch, we're okay, but like I say, if you are worried about that, then just reduce the topspin slightly. Good to pack also rescue clubs with distance and topspin. So if you've got the Spitfire, go with that one. So wood club here, going with the Cataclysm, but the big dog is also good. And we want to play before here. I was looking at the rough bump, but I think it was a bit risky with the Cataclysm and no ball guide. So here I'm just bouncing up with a little bit of backspin. And I'm going to adjust medium distance plus 10. And you can see there, if you go with a shorter drive, if you are a bit worried about getting a potential glitch, you can then play this shot at max distance of club and even push up if you need to. So, to be honest, being safe, I would recommend going with a bit less topspin just in case you do get the glitch roll. Little bit short here, but we're safely on the green for a birdie. Hole number 3, awkward wind to be honest here, so we have to go with the extra mile rather than the quarterback. So I'm setting up here, looking at the plus yardage, going with a Titan. Kingmaker will make this hole easier though, so if you do have a Kingmaker, then I would recommend going with that. Half of the blue ring inside the rough on the left, and then we're at the plus 1 yard mark with the extra mile 7. Adjust max plus 10. It does take us into overpower, so I apply the same amount of overpower that I adjust into. So ball just covering the bottom teeth, about half a ring here. And then we're going to hit this one perfect. And we roll very nicely indeed. Could have maybe pushed it a little harder, but that's going to work absolutely fine. Second shot, and we're now going to go with the Cataclysm or the big dog. Because I'm a bit short on the driver, we'll have to overpower this one a bit more. But we need to play with 3 to 4 bar of topspin and also 2 bars side spin to the left. If you've got a Kingmaker, go with 3 left spin if you've got it. I go with, in the end, 4 topspin. here, and I obviously need to overpower before I adjust. So I then add those rings onto what I adjust into. Then I'm going with half a ball of curl to the left, just to make sure that we do not roll off to the right. Like I said, slightly longer drive and a kingmaker will make this second shot much easier, but we bounce very nicely there, and that is just about where I want to be for the third shot. And we're going to need the Grizzly here. Level 7 is best because of the ball guide, but if you have a 6, then it should be okay as well. Here I play true club distance. I'm estimating where I am between min and max of the club, and I'm playing that as my slider value minus 20% elevation. Add some top spin and some left spin and find the funnel. The problem with this wind is it will check the ball up, and we do miss this one slightly short and slightly low. So I would, if possible, find the funnel where you get the kind of longest ball guide to the hole, but also have it going up the green and still curving back as best you can. This one I play 35% slider minus 20, and that's approximately where it's always going to be, kind of between 30 and 40%. Just lost a little bit of pace here, which is why I think a kingmaker would be better. Just need to get slightly further up to get more of a rollback, but a very good chance for an eagle. Hole 4, start with a berserker, minimum distance with the sniper, yellow ring touching the rough on the left. 1 bar of backspin, 2 bars left spin is what I go with here. However, we do need, I believe, a little bit more backspin, and we need to get the ball guide to the hole rather than above. The adjustment here is max plus 0. Max plus 0 is what I adjust here. Give myself a fraction of a 1201, only a small one, just because we are adjusting into the bunker. But like I said, I think the issue here is the backspin. We just need to have a little bit more on. We do bounce where I want to in the rough, but just comes in a bit high. So a little bit more backspin on that one, get the ball guide to the hole. Try that, should be good. Hole number 5, difficult one here. I go right side. The other option is you lay up with the sniper and go sniper rough bump as well. But the issue with playing right side is that you may well be in between clubs on the second shot. So be prepared. 4 bars top spin, 2 bars left spin if you want to try this route. Bouncing in the centre of the fairway at +4 with the extra mile 7. And the adjustment here is max plus 10. Max plus 10. The problem is, of course, is the irregular bounces that you get on the fairway. Great left and right will kick the ball to the right and left accordingly. So just be wary of that one. We are nowhere near the tree, which is good. But here it just depends how much rollout you get and what kind of bounce you get. From here, I'm actually going to play, because I'm in a good range, minimum distance Grizzly. Grizzly 8 is better here because you will have more backspin. However, you can just about get away with the Grizzly 7. If you can't set up with enough backspin with the Grizzly 7, then you'll have to set up nearer the rough with the Thorn and play max plus 10. But here I'm going with the backspin, ball guide to the hole. Here I adjust minimum distance, 0 elevation. However, we do need a bit more adjustment. So I would recommend, if you're playing this route, go min plus 10. Min plus 10. Hitting perfect. You'll see this one just dies a little bit early. A little bit more adjustment there, and I think we should be getting that one in, to be honest. Hole number 6, good wind, to be honest here, so you can get away with a driver with 4.5 bars of topspin. Titan ball is absolutely fine, so 4.5 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Red ring cupping the end of the fairway there at plus 10. Then we adjust maximum numbers, 20% elevation. Max plus 20. A little bit of curl to the right just to counter the wind push. And this one bounces, and even with only 4.5 bar top spin, we don't really need any more because we do have a bit of tailwind. So this comes in very nicely. Anywhere around 390 to 400 is good. 180 yard wood club needed for the second shot, and I'm stretching out and adding a bit of spin as well. A couple of bars of backspin, a couple of bars side spin to the left. Working out I need to push up 2 rings, So just check your second bounce, have it on the fringe, don't risk it too far near to the bunker because you may come in short. So make sure your second bounce is at the beginning of the fringe. Adjust max plus 0, and then we're going to push up the rings that I stretched out to. I can get 1.5 out of that, so I do need to add the rest as overpower, so it's half a ring of overpower, and go with a little bit of curl to the left. Perfect ball, slim chance of an albatross, but either way, we're not going to be in any trouble here. We bounce comfortably over the sand and get it on the green for a safe eagle. Hole number 7, we have cross tailwind here, so katana is absolutely fine. 4.5 bars of top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left, half of the red ring inside the rough with the extra mile 7 at +5. Adjustment here, max +10. And then we're going to go with some curl. I over curl this one. I go with 3/4 of the ball, but really we only need half a ball of curl to the left. So just go with a little bit less curl here, just in case you hit a great left. As you can see, just look at this bounce here. Just okay. Don't want to push it any further than that though, so a little bit less curl will be what I recommend. Second shot going to be with the sniper from here. I'm pushing up between 5 and 8 rings from minimum distance to try and find a decent spot. Then we're going to add spin and get the ball guide to the hole. Problem here, this is another inconsistent fairway and green, and this is not a shot we can easily dial in. You will get close, however, can we get the same result every time? Probably not. Here I'm playing minimum distance +10. I do add 0.1 because I pushed up. However, we do miss this one. I think we over adjust it. So I would honestly try min +5. See how that comes in. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult to get a consistent result, but just get over there safely. If it goes in, it's a major drop. We're just missing it to the left. So my recommendation would be min +5. Hole number 8, Guardian and a Navigator ball. Don't need anything else. Max backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left. Go with as much backspin as you can with those with the left spin. And look at the second bounce and pause the video, work out what square it is. It's about 6 green squares to the right and I think 2 to 3 green squares above. And this is because we do have headwind which will push us further back. Medium distance +10. Power 1 settings. And then we just hit perfect here and we hope to catch a funnel at the top right of the pin. Oh, we come in very close, just missing it low, so maybe just a click further up with the landing position. You'll have a good chance on that one. Mid +10. And we have an albatross here, hole number 9. I'm playing with the rock because I like the ball guide and the accuracy. 3 bars of top spin, and we're going with side spin to the right as well. Pushing up so I see the second bounce above the rough. Need to push up 3 rings after I adjust. So then I adjust my rings, max +5. Then once we're done, we're going to push up the same number of rings as I was stretching out. My mistake here, I should go 3 rings. I go just under 3 rings. I go about 2.8. And you'll see the second bounce very close to the rough. Half a ball of curl to the right, I should say there. Look at this second bounce. Make sure you do push up enough rings. We just sneak that one over there. So my mistake there. Make sure 3 full rings in that instance would have been very nice indeed. 347. And from here, I'm stretching out. I'm doing a rough kind of min, mid and max check to see where I am in my club. Then we're going to apply backspin. And I'm just using spin here to find a good position. We can see the ball guide glitches around there with 3 backspin. So I increase to 3.5 bars. Then we find a good spot. Ball guide to the hole. Here I place 70% slider minus 10% elevation. That is of course with a sniper level 9. 70% slider minus 10% elevation as this is uphill. We adjust, and then we take our shot and we hit. Perfect ball. And this one bounces very, very nicely. Second bounce on the fringe. Hits the pin and drops for a beautiful albatross. Good luck, everybody. Hope it goes well. See you soon. Bye for now.